Greetings, Mantua Township. Mayor Bob Zimmerman here with Mayor Message 31. I'm here with our Township Administrator, Municipal Clerk, Jennica Bileci, and she's here to talk to us today a little bit about our 2025 municipal budget. Primary objective of these videos, the Mayor's Message videos, and this message in particular, is to provide transparency and provide an overview of our municipal budget. Our municipal budget this year was adopted at our June 9th Township Committee meeting, and this is the only budget that the Township Committee, meaning the Mayor and the Township Committee people, have control over or responsibility of. The budget is a $17.62 million budget, and it consists of 20% of your taxes, of your tax bill for this year, as it is for every year. So just to give you a little bit of an idea, we run through this each year. Your tax bill is getting sent out by the municipal tax collector. And included in that tax bill, and this is right on the very front page of the tax bill, it shows you where your taxes are going. So that 20% that we control is a part of that. And also, 53% of that bill, which is the big contribution, which goes to the Mantua and Clearview school districts. So that's 53%. 23% is your county taxes, which are governed by the Gloucester County Commissioners. 3% are the fire district taxes. And then lastly, there's a 1% open space tax. So without further ado, I have some questions that I'd like to present to Mrs. Bileci, and she'll provide answers and give you a better understanding again about the budget process and where we're at today. So let's start, before we get into the meat and potatoes of this year's budget. Can you tell our residents a little bit about our 24 and 2025 projects and accomplishments from around the township?
I sure can. Yeah, we're really proud of everything that we've done starting in last year's budget and then coming through into the 25 budget. We've completed a lot of different infrastructure, a lot of road projects, specifically our NJDOT South McCarthy Avenue. We've also been able to complete the reconstruction of West Monmouth Avenue, which was in really deplorable condition, so we're really happy to be able to finish that project out. In terms of some infrastructure projects with regards to HVAC systems, we were able to add all new HVAC units into our community center, which is extremely important because we host all of our senior dinners there, as well as the county lunch program, so it's really a vital part of our infrastructure projects. We've also addressed irrigation upgrades at Chestnut Branch Park, something that we have really been lacking in terms of maintenance with regards to irrigation heads and the systems management and timers. We've also done 2 additional projects at the park, the disc golf course, which was in conjunction with a group of volunteers, as well as some funding through the township budget, as well as the softball field project. We were able to level the field, add additional dirt, and do additional enhancements to make the field more playable for those who use it and those who enjoy those fields of the park.
Super. So moving ahead to this year's budget, as I previously stated, our budget at the municipal level is approximately $17.62 million. And we do have a slight increase this year. It's 3.5 cents. So I'd like you, if you could, to provide an overview of the budget so our residents have a better understanding of what those tax implications are and where their local taxes are going.
Absolutely. So as the mayor said, we have a $17.62 million budget, and we like to run government as comparable to private sector, meaning, we have a large responsibility to oversee with regards to services and improvements and making sure that we're providing the most efficient services. The budget includes a $1.6 million capital plan, which allows us to invest into our capital infrastructure. It also includes, statutorily, we're under our our appropriations cap by $394,000. We're also under our 2% levy cap by another $168,000. And locally, the taxes for an average assessed home at $311,000 would be about $1,716. That's exactly what the mayor said. That 20% is that $1,700, and it's an increase of about $110 for the year. And that increase is primarily attrition to the same increases that you're seeing in your household. Electricity increases. We're faced right now with a large decrease in state aid that we received from last year. Last year, we received an additional $130,000 in state aid. That was cut from the state budget this year to all municipalities. We're also facing a large increase in health insurance attributed to increase in prescription drugs. That was a 7% increase, which totaled to about $230,000. And then, as I mentioned, all the normal increases that you're seeing as a result of inflation, electricity costs, our tipping fees, our disposal fees, just the cost of doing business. So we've seen an increase in about $570,000 just in market-driven increases. So those are really the challenges or the obstacles that we're facing with this budget.
Yeah, and like I say all the time, you know, when residents approach me, it really correlates to what Jenica's explanation is. You know, on a much larger scale, we run an operation here similar to the ways that we run our homes. And we're all faced with those cost of living increases at our residential level. And we're certainly not immune to those same increases here. Like Jenica had said, gasoline, utility cost, everything across the board has gone up. And those things definitely have inflated things for us and caused a situation where we've had to increase taxes a little bit this year. So you had touched on, let's talk about some of the warm and fuzzy things. You had talked about the capital projects. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the things that we have going on, some of the things for our infrastructure needs, and then also some of the neat things that we have going on down at the park?
Absolutely, yeah. We're really excited about the $1.6 million in capital, and that's money that we appropriate through bonding to help fund all of our infrastructure projects, our roads, our systems, any large park improvements, the needs for the police department, such as vehicles. So this capital program this year is going to include $450,000 towards roads and engineering. We're still determining specific roads for the project right now. We're just working through some of them right at this point in time. It's also going to include $200,000 in vehicles and equipment for public works so that they can be more efficient and have crews mobilized in a more efficient manner when they're dealing with services such as pickups and bulk pickups and debris pickup and things like that. We're also appropriating another $200,000 for a new leaf vac. And that's during leaf season. We're seeing some aging equipment that is on its last legs. So we're hoping that this new leaf vac will help them improve services in terms of efficiency and time. And then lastly, we are going to be doing $550,000 in park improvements. That will include 6 new pickleball courts that will be overlaid over our existing basketball courts. We will still continue to have 2 full basketball courts, but we will be revamping and revitalizing that entire area. So we're really excited about our new pickleball courts, and it will also be the final phase of the rubberized playground mulch at the playground at Chestnut Branch Park. So those are some of the really exciting projects that we're looking at for 25-26. And I think the pickleball is going to be something that everyone's really going to enjoy.
Yeah, absolutely. We had been putting that off for a couple years now, and we decided to pull the trigger this year. It's time. Park is our area that we spend a lot of time as residents at. We don't have a downtown, so we like to invest in our park, and we need to keep things progressing down there and offer things for our residents to do here in Mantua Township so they don't have to travel out to other facilities. You know, as we know, we made the park dog friendly last year, and we felt, this year the pickleball courts would be a nice addition, and we'll try to do something each year down there to move our park and make it, move it ahead, make it better every year. Can you tell us a little bit about some other things we have to look forward to? We're very soon we'll be putting a liquor license out, or it's out to bid. We have some grant opportunities and some other things. Can you touch a little bit about those things?
I certainly can. As the mayor mentioned, we do have a liquor license out for bid currently. We're hoping that we will have somebody who is interested to utilize the license for a restaurant bar. So we will be able to provide more information once that comes to fruition. That would be a huge revenue generator for the town, since we don't have many opportunities to bring in additional revenues other than grants and fees and the sale of assets. This is an absolutely huge revenue generator if this would come to fruition. Additional grant opportunities, we are going to be working with a grant writing company to help us with some of the open space opportunities. That would be park improvements, any type of additional equipment or upgrades at the park. They can assist us with that. And then lastly, we are working on our new delivery of our new website. The new website will be more interactive. Our residents will be able to do business with us in the evenings when we are off hours. They'll be able to interact with us. They'll be able to report concerns, upload documents that they don't have to drop off. They'll be able to apply for their dog or cat license online and not have to put any correspondence through the mail. So we're really excited about the new website. We're hoping it will be rolled out by the early fall as we move through some of the additional pieces for it.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Jennica. I really appreciate you taking the time. I know you have a very busy schedule, especially this time of year. I want to thank you for taking the time to give a summarization of our budget so that our residents have a better understanding, like I had said, about where their tax dollars are being spent. I could tell you this as your mayor. I've been a resident here for well over 30 years. We're constantly looking at ways to tighten the belt on spending. This is only the second year in 5 years that we've had to increase taxes slightly. Again, we control that 20% that I mentioned previously. This budget has no fluff. It has absolutely no fluff. It's reflective, as we had stated, on the current state of the economy and the higher cost of living, and basically things that we're faced with. It's what we need to do to continue to run an operation here in Mantua. Just like I had mentioned previously, it's like running your households on a larger scale. We have infrastructure needs, we have equipment needs. We can't wait until things are in deplorable condition and are beyond repair. It wouldn't be prudent in decision making. We have to stay on top of these things, and unfortunately this year we were faced with that little increase. Despite these challenges, again, we've really worked hard. Our CFO, our administrator, and all the staff in between to craft a fiscally responsible budget that keeps our township on a path of safety and sustainability, while ensuring the same quality of life and exceptional services that we're all accustomed to here in Mantua. And that's my job as the mayor, and that's my job as the township committee, to ensure that we have that balance. We continue to improve things. We continue to provide those same services that we all enjoy here, and that's what we're going to do. And we hope that everybody recognizes what we're doing and understands why sometimes there's difficult decisions to be made, and we have to do that in order to keep things moving forward. So in closing, I just want to thank everybody for watching, and as always, we'll continue to serve our community with honesty, integrity, and trustable leadership. Thank you.